do you do
and
this?
how patient she was. Like the fact that like when Crow would stumble or Zavala would stumble, she'd be like,
Let's go, baby.
take a step back.
Hey guys, welcome to the watch party.
Exactly.
Can't wait to see what's gonna go down. It's the pre-show still right now, so but once the full show starts, we'll turn off the cameras, but our mics will be on.
We've seen from the kind of
What's up, everyone? We're here at the Destiny 2 Watch Party Showcase. I hope you guys enjoy, and we're gonna see some good shit. You guys ready, boys?
Let's go, baby.
Fucking
pumped.
and hear characters' backstories
My
and
favorite
understand where they're coming
game.
from and
I
what
mean,
makes them.
always
I think
watch
to everyone's
it.
point,
Always,
it just
always
makes
have
it
to see
more
what's
than
up, what's coming
just
up
a shooter
next.
game. You have that additional aspect.
Yeah, at the end of this, I want you to
incredible
give a
stories that
review
we
on
all
everything
connect
you
with
saw.
in different ways.
When
And it
everything
just
I
makes
saw,
So I know
it's
if it's
the
really
Bungie
good.
magic, it's the
They
space
better
magic,
show
it's
some
the thing
shit,
that
though,
like
I swear,
the
because a lot of times they'll do these like
at the end.
yeah, exactly.
announcements,
And
but
it
they
all
want to show much,
and
and I'm
it
just like,
all
oh,
makes sense.
What's up, Giga Chad?
they just give you the, you know, the little
But like, how
tease.
cool is it like that we're here now? And
But I
I'm
am
kind
hoping
of
that we
interested, like
do learn at least,
knowing
like,
your
I don't want them to
long
spoil,
relationship with
like,
this
I don't want
game
them to be
before
like
you
a
even
complete
worked here,
spoiler of what they're
and then
planning
that
for
we're
the
sitting
next
on this
story,
couch,
but
getting to nerd out and talk about the things that we love
the
the
things
most.
they've been doing with like
How has that been?
Aldrin, the Queen
Making
sister,
that transition, what was that inspiration
all
that
that
drove
shit,
you to be like, you know what? I'm
it's
gonna
been
put
really
my
interesting
application
seeing
in.
it.
We'll see
So
what
I'm
happens.
really hoping
This is
that
my first
they
gaming studio for sure.
take it further
Yeah.
because it seems like they've been going
Getting
that route ever
into
since they got
Bungie
rid of
is
Cade.
interesting because I always wanted to be.
Shit, I want to see
Last
spoilers.
of Us remake.
For Destiny specifically, I played it every day, but I never.
Well, I mean, I don't
really
mind seeing
thought of it
spoilers.
as a place to
Obviously, I just don't want to see
work,
like you
until
know
Black
them
at
giving.
Bungie.
I mean, their
And so I
stories,
reached out to a
their
bunch of people on
campaigns are
LinkedIn
like
and
you
I was
know
asking a bunch of questions.
30
like,
minutes of
look,
story
so it was
anyways.
really
Yeah,
interesting to
yeah,
like get
yeah.
into the industry
Unless
and get into
they
Bungie.
wow me at
Destiny
like,
for
oh,
me
this is the new season. This is gonna
that
be
was
what
back when
your
I was
journey's
streaming for
gonna
fun.
be, you
It was
know?
just a hobby, but
They've
then
done-
it became
they've
just a
done a
lot more to me
decent
because it has
job,
all these things I love about games. 'Cause I love
I do
RPGs
feel
and I
that
love
for someone
like
like me who
the
likes
game
the game,
feel of a Bungie game, right? When
it's
like
even been
you
hard for
shoot
me
that
to
gun
keep
for the
up
first
with,
time and
like,
it just feels
their
good, you know.
their storytelling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
space magic.
It's a lot.
It's a lot and it's spread out. Like, it's like sometimes it's not enough to
that's all I
keep
want
me
to do.
like,
I just want to
oh, I
cast
want to
space
stay with
magic
it the
in
whole
every
time,
game that
and
I
then
play. So
you know,
to
by
me,
the
the
time
game's a
I'm,
lot.
like,
Like it's
coming
kind
back,
of
it's
just
just
it gave me a
like, okay.
career. It gave me like
I'm
guidance
excited,
in life
but, you
for
know,
finding a community that I really
keep me
love.
excited, you know?
And how I'm.
By the way, guys,
absurdly,
this is still the
thankful to be a
pre-show,
part
as
of
you can
this
see
game,
on the
hoping
top
to get
left.
better
So
to hopefully
once
have
the
that
main
kind of
show
impact on somebody
starts,
else.
I knew that
we'll turn
I
off the
wanted
camera.
to work in gaming. I
Bungie
actually got
GQ.
the opportunity
Not mine.
from the Bungie career website,
Especially
but from a
Sean's.
Twitter post.
Especially, yeah. I mean,
From
we should have turned it off.
Yeah. our things are actually
Get off my
reversed
dick.
right now too.
What do you mean reversed?
It says player.
Yeah, it's reversed because we had it on Zoom before, so it's reversed. Like I'm under your name and vice versa.
What's up, guys? My name's Mike. I'm from Los Angeles. Right? Is that a good? Is that a good? No.
You need more swag than that shit.
All right. Well, Mike, take off your shirt. You're me. You gotta take your shirt off.
Sounds good, baby.
Even if you have those moments of doubt, even if you have that moment of fear, because sometimes to making a jump like that's scary.
Yeah, so these
If
are,
you're
I think,
scared, do it
these are
anyway.
just- These are just
The
like
leap into Bungie was really
employees
similar to Wolf
gushing
Story.
about
This is
the
my
game.
first role in gaming, so it was
Like they're paid
this
to do
like
it.
huge leap.
We're
to,
not
I've
paid over
been
here.
working in
We're gonna
marketing
give them the
for
real
a long
reviews.
time, but I
And
really
you're gonna be
wanted
the
to
biggest fangirl. Like, oh my
switch to something that I'm really passionate about and something that I love, because I think that's
all I'm
what
saying is
makes
I'm not getting paid
work
for
so
it.
magical is when you get to work on something you really care about.
What's
and
up,
something
Dubstep
you
Hero?
love and
Welcome
you
to
feel
the
passionate
stream.
about. So that for
What's
me
up?
was the
So
kind
they
of thing that
impressed
pushed
me.
me
They impressed
towards
me. I mean,
shooting my shot
I
and
have a
taking my
Destiny
shot
tattoo.
a couple years
You
ago
know,
and
I've been
making
playing
the
the game
switch
since it came
over
out,
to Bungie, and
you
it's
know,
been
so
incredible. There's
they already
moments
have
like
me
this where it feels
Yeah.
very surreal, where you're like, what is
Bruh.
happening? This is very just to have
I
that,
bought
like,
so I bought
you know,
this
we're
ring
Bungie now, like we get
for
to
like
contribute
the
to that
equivalent
thing
of like
that
$3,
we all love so much, and
but they're
that's
selling all 10
incredible.
rings for like the
I'm
equivalent
sorry,
of
but
like
that's such a good point, because there's so many people
18.
that ask us like advice on how
Could
to
have
get
got
in,
I could have got the full set.
I've looked numerous
Jeez.
times before
So
finally
I'm about to
getting
I'm about to order this
And, you know,
bitch
I know
and
it's
get
hard
all of
because
them.
so many other people are in that same position,
Are they just
and
like
then
anime
they stop
rings?
and they stop chasing
Yeah,
their
the
dreams. It's
Katsuki
like,
rings.
this isn't my
Mm.
first gaming job. I've been working in this industry for almost 20
Should
years,
mail 'em out.
and as a
Every time I
journalist. And it
hear
was really
anything about
scary to
Naruto,
make
all
that
I hear
jump.
is
I
Shikamaru's
felt like
the
it was
goat.
right. I kept applying for narrative.
He's a great
And,
friend.
you know, granted, I sent them
He should have been treated
not
better.
appropriate fan fiction
Dude,
as
he's
reference samples.
the fucking
No hard feelings.
realest,
I get it.
fucking the best,
They
the
were like,
fucking
you know,
greatest of
it
all
was just,
time,
they were like,
bro.
hey, we think you'd be a good fit for community. Like, let's put you through that interview process.
I don't think Mike.
And
I don't
we
know
did
if he's
that,
in the
and
games that
it was
much,
scary
but
at first, but the more I
Mike
kept
sees that
interviewing, I was
character,
like, wait,
you
no,
know,
this is
sees a
this
couple
I don't
was
of
think-
made for me.
Mike,
Like,
do you
this
have
is
an
what I
opinion on
was supposed
Shikamaru
to
yet?
do. And it was funny because
think
I
he
don't.
would.
I don't remember who it is like by name.
because I
He would
felt
be
like
the-
it was family.
The one
I'd
with
like to
the.
think that
You remember
Bungie makes
Asuma, the
space
guy
for
that
that
died?
human condition, that human element.
His
It's a
student?
place where I can
Mhm.
feel like I can be myself.
The main
Okay,
one?
yeah.
Oh my
The
God.
one that where he told them like when he was dying that he told them like, oh, you're this, and this. No, I don't think we've seen him much past
Try
that.
to talk about those things.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
thank you guys
That
so
is-
much
that's-
for joining
that's
us
all he
today. It
gets.
was so
Oh,
much fun.
well,
Just
then-
to hear your
then there's no
stories, but
opinion.
Not just like as devs and working
But he's.
in Bungie side,
I'm
but
telling
as
you, he's
players
like he's
before
one of the
that
most
and
interesting
journey
characters to
into
me
that.
by far.
I'm really also excited for the
Oh, I
upcoming
think he would
showcase,
love the
so
tuning
I'm gonna need you all
exams.
to meet me in the back. We're gonna do a blanket burrito.
Yeah, I think he
and
should
we're gonna
watch it
hunker
on
down with
stream.
some
I'm just
popcorn.
kidding.
Actually, why not?
You can. I mean, just his reaction at least.
Burrito, yeah?
Yeah.
Blanket burrito.
Alright.
Comfort. We're
Let's
both
do it.
comfort
All right,
here.
starts in 1 minute, guys.
Right behind it says 1 minute 15 seconds for me.
You might be behind a little bit.
No, it's for me. It's 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Okay.
Mine is 7. So I am behind. I don't know why. It's weird.
Are you watching on YouTube or Twitch?
YouTube.
Go on Twitch. So we're synced up. You think there's
Oh,
ever
shit,
gonna
that's
be like,
crystal.
are they gonna Destiny 3 at some point? Is it like, or are they just gonna continue expansions here?
Say again?
Hobby. Are they gonna make expansions or are they gonna?
Are they gonna keep just making expansions, or when are they gonna do Destiny 3?
I want to say
Damn,
maybe it's
dude.
gonna be after this year. I have a feeling, like not the year we're in right now, but after their next chapter, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Bro, they're gifting hella subs in the chat over there. Holy fuck. Damn, that's why Bungie streaming on Twitch, getting all that fucking. It's extra revenue.
Oh, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
1. Let's go. All right. Let's see what they're showing.
Welcome, Guardians.
Who are they?
So awesome to be here with you
It
again.
says right there.
Last time we got up here, we got a chance to
Who are these
show
guys?
you Savathun, the Witch Queen, and her majestic throne world.
Savathun.
Since then, it's been a wild year for Destiny.
You returned to the original loot cave
Oh,
to
shit.
reclaim the fabled Gallarhorn.
Then,
Oh shit!
you
Even I know
exercised
that.
an ancient evil from a hive queen.
Wait, was it
So
an
you could
actual
put it
loot
inside
cave
a
or
grenade
no?
launcher.
When Destiny
And
came
now,
out, yeah, it was
you've been
okay.
spending the
It was
past few weeks
there was a
cleansing a
spawn
derelict
glitch,
Leviathan
basically,
from
and
its
people were able to get
twisted
a bunch of,
nightmares.
like,
In
I mean,
fact,
it took
shit.
a
the
while,
last
but
year has
you'd
been
be
the
able to farm
best year
shit.
we've ever had in the Destiny community. I hope
But
you
they
can
brought
feel
it
it
back
as
as
well.
more of a
And seeing this
nostalgia,
kind of
not an
reaction from our
actual, like, thing
community,
you can do.
it's both
Like, it's
humbling
part of an
and
activity,
inspiring.
basically.
Because our team here at Bungie,
But
we're
it-
not just
but it was a cool-
developers,
it was a cool
we're also
callback.
guardians. We're trying to build what we'd love to play in Destiny, and that's what brought each one of us here.
Damn, they got
Brought
some
us
nice
not only to
houses. Bungie's giving
Bungie,
some good
but also
checks.
brought all of us to this
I mean, look at
final
this
showdown
stream, dog.
between light and darkness.
So,
Yo, he's wearing Yeezys.
without further ado,
Hmm.
this is the beginning of the end.
Wait, the end.
This
Ooh.
is
Yeah,
Lightfall.
we're finally getting to like the big bad almost.
Has it fixed the shadow keep bugs in 2022? Oh, that's a damn shame.
When they see this glorious end,
I wish our cameras were on because I love this shit.
they will come for us. To savor the fruitless struggle. To its last drop.
It looks like Cyberpunk. I like the city. Finally, urban.
Come and see. Our shame reveal
This is such a trip. This is so different.
what they do then.
city, it's always been like
this is a
open.
high city.
Hopefully. These new powers?
Because only in the end.
The web swing. That's badass if we go web swing through the city.
Shit, that's so I feel like these colors. Oh my god.
February.
What you, Javi?
I've seen that thing 100
February,
times now, and
oh.
every time I see it, I still kind of get goosebumps.
Instantly, I had chills.
Their big expansion.
It's all here. It's all happening now. Things are finally coming to a head.
Thematically, we really have been honing in on that kind of bombastic, big set piece approach.
It's gonna be over-the-top action, adrenaline pumping, like the whole time.
Yeah, Yeezys too.
This is really kicking off the conclusion to the Light and Dark saga, where we finally face down this foe that we've been anticipating facing for so long. It's pushing it to 11.
It's like our finale.
We've been hinting at this malicious force in the darkness that's been our enemy behind a lot of our conflicts. We revealed that enemy, we put a name on it and put a face on it, and that enemy is the Witness. And the Witness is coming with its newly empowered disciple, Callus.
Callus is really crash landing with a new and more powerful army than ever before. They've got new powers, they've got new armor, they've got tormentors to join their ranks that are going to be bigger and badder enemies than we've ever faced. Callus is taking that army that he's bringing with him to be the harbinger of the Witness's doom.
I like the headband.
This is such a pivotal moment for Destiny. Everyone is coming
Kenshi.
to
Oh, yeah,
have a
Kenshi.
last stand with Callus and the Witness to
Do they have swords in
really
this game?
avoid the
Yeah,
next
they do.
collapse. Something that we've been trying to avoid ever since Destiny 1.
Gameplay-wise, they're whatever, but cinematic-wise, they look sick.
We see in the trailer that we're headed to Neptune, and on Neptune there's been this
Neptune.
hidden city called Neomuna where an alternate version of humanity has been blooming since the collapse.
Neomuna is the capital city of Neptune. It's a giant metropolis that we were completely unaware existed until now. What's interesting and
Until the boss
exciting to
said,
me about
"Put a
this
city in the
place
game."
is that it's pristine, it's new.
Well, the
It's
whole
not
thing,
like
right? I
a
mean, the
lot
whole
of the
thing about
places that
Destiny
we've
has always been
explored
that the
previously in
darkness
Destiny.
evolves.
Exploring that space is very, very cool.
There's so much new stuff to discover in Neomuna and in Neptune. And also I saw some new characters there. I'm really excited to get to know Cloud Striders and their story.
Cloud Striders. That sounds.
Cloud Striders can be compared to Guardians. They're both protectors of a civilization that's potentially under threat. But Guardians were
Neptune
chosen.
Guardians.
It's their duty to protect humanity. Cloud Striders have chosen to protect their people.
There's like an awesome opportunity for the Guardians to learn from the Cloud Striders and their way of living and their philosophy of
Bungie's
life.
the best at naming
So we've got
shit.
the newness
I'm
of that
sorry.
city, the
It's
newness
just
of the Cloud Striders that we've never been aware of.
And then, of
Cloud
course, you get a
Striders,
glimpse
Cloud
of
Strife,
this
copyright,
green
lawsuit.
energy.
It's just they're the
I wonder
absolute
what that
fucking
is.
goats at naming things. I don't give a shit
Strand
what anybody
is
says.
the new darkness power that we discover here. Something that's unique about Strand, unlike any of these other powers we've ever had before. When you play through Lightfall, you are discovering this
Yeah,
power
but they're not
for
goats
the
at
first
falling
time.
through.
No one in the universe
They were
ever
before.
in the history of Destiny has used Strand before.
This is the Guardian discovering darkness on their own and learning how to shape it and manipulate it and use it against Callus and his forces and, you know, have fun in the new urban environment of Neomuna. You are really going to have to prepare yourself for a wild ride.
We just got a glimpse of our new destination, Neomuna, our new foe, Callus and the Shadow Legion, paired with the Witness, and a very
They're
brief
winning
glimpse
those
at
lawsuits.
Strand. But that's just barely scratching the surface of
Probably
what
won't
this
make
release has to offer.
Right, like what we've just seen in that trailer is just the tip of the iceberg, and we've got a whole lot more we're excited to show you coming up.
Dude, if you're gonna be able to web
Last year, we wanted to return to our studio's roots in creating some of the best shooter campaigns in the industry.
That's been our legacy since Halo, and we tried to push that front and center in The Witch Queen.
And it's about more than just guns, but creating an adventure in a handcrafted world full of surprises. Then, we added the legendary campaign option. Because great combat needs to challenge you, to test your thumb skill, your tactics, and your build crafting.
And we heard loud and clear that you want more of that. In fact, 2 out of every 3 players that completed the Witch Queen campaign did it on Legendary.
You tested yourself against the Witch Queen
really
in her
good.
Lucent Hive and rose to that challenge. And then you let us know it was one of the best shooter experiences that we've ever made.
So with Lightfall, we want to push that even further. We want to give you the
Hoppy, didn't you
best
say the Legendary was,
Bungie
like,
action
pretty
experience
easy?
that we can create
For
with the
3 people,
brand
it's a
new
lot easier.
Lightfall
It's a lot
campaign.
easier than Halo, but it's a lot harder than the regular campaign by itself.
Lightfall is going to change the way that our players move, fight, and explore everywhere in Destiny.
Neptune is this fantastic destination. The capital city of Neomuna is a really fun place to explore, and it's this bright neon metropolis. There's a harbor, office buildings, an arcade.
Some good scenery.
This is a city that we've made, and using Strand to traverse through it and explore it, it's going to be so exciting.
There's some places that once you whip out that grappling hook, ooh, you're gonna be able to explore and get to places that you couldn't before.
Look at that up there. I wonder if I can grapple to there. I'm going to be a kid in a candy store.
Right?
Can't beat them, join them.
It's not a city that is collapsed. It is a city that has lived through the collapse.
Neptune now has to deal with the cloak being pulled back and then being revealed to the world and are now central of the conflict.
Callus has taken his capital ship and just like planted it right down in part of the city, and it's Cabal-occupied territory. It's a city under siege. You've got this infiltrator vibe at times where you feel like a tactical team going into a skyscraper. You're dealing with Cabal roadblocks and patrols all throughout the city. The Shadow Legion, they provide that like characteristic Cabal brute strength. They're all about like volatility and power, and they've been enhanced now by pyramid technology. They have these suppression devices that can take away some of your super, take away some of your abilities, and then they fight alongside these terrifying new pyramid units called Tormentors.
As part of his discipleship to the Witness, Callus has been upgraded. And so the Tormentors that they've brought in are these impossibly huge, unstoppable behemoths. They wield scythes. They can attack from a distance.
They're
They can
Spartan-like
bring you in close. They can drain your very
warriors.
life force from you. They are basically embodiments of terror.
It's like a boss character within the battlefield. Your stomach drops. You're like, okay, I'm playing through, I'm having fun, I'm popping heads, doing this thing, and then boom, there it is.
We've got all the new stuff going into the game. Strand, Tormentors, Shadow Legion, a cool new environment. These are all a great setting for a new Legendary campaign, and we're still making sure that we go through and we tweak and tune and we balance the encounters to have that right, challenging level of difficulty for players.
The Legendary campaign was a huge hit coming out of the Witch Queen. It was the first time we had done that sort of elected difficulty where you could really test your skill and test your power. And so we're going to bring that back for Lightfall.
Of course, you're still going to have that higher reward tier, and we still want to make sure that you get that inside track towards being raid ready.
Everyone back in the studio is so hard at work on Lightfall, putting in the details and making this whole release come alive and continue to surprise and delight players. I am so excited to get this out.
Lightfall is unlike anything players have seen before in Destiny, and it's another step that sends you hurtling to the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga.
The thing is, it looks like the trailer makes it look something different. Even the fluidness of it right there in the gameplay didn't look like it looked. Yeah.
Come on, amazing.
I'm super excited to dive into Strand and talk about all the new stuff that we just saw.
Strand, like Stasis, is a power from the darkness. Unlike our light abilities, which are all about creation, darkness is more about consciousness.
Strand is psychic energy that forms this extra dimension, or this sort of matrix that connects everything together, connects all living beings and all minds. And you, the Guardian, are sort of gaining the knowledge and gaining the power to peer into this alternate psychic universe and begin to pull at these threads and tug at these wires that are connecting all of these living beings.
When Guardians learn how to use Strand, it's almost like this third eye opens up. It's about peeling back the curtain of reality, taking those connections and then weaving them into new objects.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool to see them come together. Like, it's
That
always
looks
been
sick.
there, and now that we
That
can
looks
tap
sick.
into it, we can use it for our benefit, whether it's through movement or through damage.
Strand has a grappling hook. Since you're seeing into this cosmic web, you are able to grapple at any point because the cosmic web exists everywhere. Even if there's not an object there, it will hook on to that web and pull you forward.
okay.
It's just taking that idea to the next level, putting that that Destiny spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
grappling
that.
hook initially started as part of the Hunter's Kit, right? They're all about fluid movement, rapidly traversing space, and being very agile. But as we were developing, it's like, oh man, this feels like it's too much fun to just keep it to one class, right? So we made the call to expand this super cool new ability across all 3 classes.
Will this be interesting for like trying to get out the map?
On the design side, we wanted to come up with how each of the classes interpreted this additional psychic dimension, like in their own way, right? So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves
Warlock
into a new
gang.
form.
With the Titan, you're able to weave these claws and do an area of damage around you, spinning and slashing.
Oh, he got games on. Did you see those?
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super. The Hunter does a flip and weaves these strands into this rope dart and is swinging it as they're kind of moving around. The first time I saw that, even in its kind of like rough state,
that reminds
it
me
just
more
blew
of
my
like
mind.
Kill Bill, the girl, the way she swings
We've
it.
learned a lot from creating our other subclasses, and we've taken those learnings about combat, about movement, about
What do you
build
mean?
crafting. We've put that all into Strand, and I'm so excited to see where players take it once it's out there in the wild.
Combat X.
No, nothing new moving, no.
Destiny is a game that gets even better when you play with your friends. We want to create communities that are welcoming, inclusive, and that let you bring your old friends and make new ones. And since last year, over 5 million new Guardians have joined our ranks.
We believe that there are still millions more of your friends that would love to play Destiny with you.
How much money have they spent?
And the
That's
things
what I
that
wanna
you
know.
want to see
Tell
us
me that
improve in
number.
Destiny are also exactly what's going to make it easier to convince your friends to come and check out the game.
It should be easier to create custom, incredible builds. Easier to find people to play with. Easier to swap from being that boss-melting, storm chaser-wielding,
that
fallen
damn
star
mission.
juggernaut,
Hate this shit.
right into that ultimate yeehawing, dead man's tail shooting, Titan's rampart crushing sentinel.
And if none of what Joe just said makes sense to you, we want to fix that too. Because it's not about removing the depth that makes Destiny so great. It's instead about allowing everyone to dive deeper with ease.
Okay. Like, pack that you can just jump in.
The changes we're making to make Destiny easier to come into, changes to how you build your characters, changes to how you
Non-binary
see what there is
Aren't
to
they
do
already
and what there
like
is to
that, man?
accomplish. And in the year ahead, we're actually making it easier to form groups in Destiny so you can go and do some of the greatest content that Destiny has to offer.
All the teams are working together to build this experience, and so that's what's really exciting.
We keep on hearing from players like, hey, unless I have a friend to play with, I don't know what to do. And so what we're trying to give them is like, hey, here's a path to follow. Guardian ranks are basically like a knowledge ladder. We actually progress you through 11 ranks, and it's really like heavily focusing on like exposing players to all the systems of Destiny.
At some point, the story about you as a Guardian
tutorial, more just like
involves other Guardians and what they think about you. That is just a whole new dimension of your journey through Destiny that we've never really explored before. When you show up in the tower and you see that person who's at one of the highest ranks, you're going to know that you're looking at a player who's actually really demonstrated mastery of many of the different activities in Destiny,
So
not
you
just
know the
from
difference between
our
who spent
perspective,
money
but
and
from the
who's actually
perspective of
good.
other players. Some of the higher Guardian ranks will actually be asking for you to step up, to actually rise to the occasion and prove to other Guardians that you are a strong player and a strong leader.
As a solo player,
A lot of people have groups that they already play with, but this will really provide
no,
people
I'm
the
sure it'll
opportunity
be
to
good
be
just for people that
recognized
aren't,
for
me, I'm, super,
helping other people learn the game, but also provide more people to play with on a regular basis.
In the year of Lightfall, we're going to actually be investing in building a looking for group system in Destiny itself. You'll be able to look for other players, you'll be able to find groups that are looking for players.
I'm so excited about being able to form groups in the next coming year because it can be really hard to get through some of the hard content solo, and making it so much easier to find people to play with is just going to make getting into Destiny and doing the awesome content so much easier.
Yeah, and they'll be able to say, this is a player who I can trust to lead me through the new raid. I want to join their group. Or they can say, these are players who are new to the activity. I want to take them for that first raid because that'll be a great experience for them and a valuable experience for me as a leader.
It's really going to help players come together and understand each other better when they've never met before. It's going to make the game so much more social, and I think that it's going to really make Destiny players feel like they're on one team.
So Commendations is a feature that you'll experience
Payday
towards
2.
the end of an activity. So you end the activity now and you get to see the screen that has all the people you played with. You can click on one of the Guardians and choose what experience you had with them. So like, were they a good team player? Were they fun to play with?
I can
There's
see
no
the
better way
corruption in
to
this system.
actually show how good a person is as a
Everybody
teammate
give me the ally
or as a
one.
leader.
Give me the
When
ally.
Other players say, this person's a great teammate, this person's a great leader. It's really a system that's designed to let players show appreciation for each other.
Also, using the commendation system, people are going to be able to say like, hey, this person as a good leader, and looking at the Guardian rank system, they have a lot of experience. It's going to be, oh, that's the person I want to help me get through this hard content that I've been struggling with.
Social games like Destiny give you an opportunity to like really connect with other people and do things together and get to know each other. And with a system like LFG, you're making it so that more people can get that experience started than ever before.
Both the loadout screen and the mod manager are completely new features.
The mod manager is meant to make build construction Destiny a lot easier.
We all love our fashion game. Fashion game's amazing. And so we're going to take what we did for the fashion game and we're bringing it to the buildcraft game. There's going to be one screen where you can go to and do your entire loadout for your character. It's going to be amazing.
So you'll be able to save the build that you've put together as a loadout and then switch between those things as you're going from activity to activity.
People would be switching mid PvP
Yeah,
too.
I feel like with the new release of Destiny and the commendation system mixed with Guardian ranks, we're giving players even new aspirations. It isn't going to be just about power level, it won't just be about gear. It's also going to be about that Guardian rank. It's going to be about those commendations. It's all the ways that we're bringing players together.
So today, we are also launching a brand new season of Destiny 2. And as we've evolved our seasons over the years, we've learned a lot. And I think we've been able to deliver some amazing character moments and events for the community.
We're long
He's the
past
best.
the era of content traps. Instead, there are exciting story and events happening in Destiny almost every week, year-round. And we're not slowing down.
Each season, we want to keep raising the bar for narrative experiences in any live game. We want to keep pushing to create unexpected adventures that'll make every season of Destiny unique. And we want to keep listening and learning from you, the Destiny community, so that we can create the strongest seasons of any live service.
Because the witness is coming. And if we want to survive, we need a crew. We need to enrich our defenses. If you're feeling surly, maybe even loot our enemies.
We may even need to find a captain to join us on our next adventure in the season of Plunder.
Oh, okay. This is just the next season. They're doing the Lightfall.
Yeah. But like he said, it launches today, so.
The old crew's now really under her command.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
So I've been really liking the fall.
Pirates. The full
Oh, can I get my own ship?
Outlaws.
Well, anchor's away.
Go show those pirates what happens when they crush Spiderhead.
Better be a Jack Sparrow reference.
Oh my god, dude. They're so good at trailers. I just... Right? They're so good.
Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring.
Having actual like pirate style fights. That's to do.
What are you most excited about for Season of Plunder?
Pirates.
I like her ink.
This season we said, what if we just go to the stars and dig up buried treasure?
We are unearthing a lot of mysteries and secrets. We're swashbuckling onto enemy spaceships. And then we're also learning a lot of things about some of our favorite characters.
We're gonna have an adventure this season.
Season of Plunder kicks off with Aramis being freed from her icy prison. She's collected old, fallen crews of pirates and rogue cabal together in order to hunt down mysterious relics and treasures.
It's time to meet your end.
So Guardians are tasked with stopping Aramis from collecting these relics. And in order to do that, you have to create your own crew of shady dealers and backroom brokers.
Drifter, Mithrax, Ido, and Spider are going to be helping you.
Anchors away.
Anchors away.
Ready when you are, Captain.
That's the beginning of Season of Plunder. What you're going to be doing is forming a pirate crew of your own. You're going to fill it with different crew members that you can recruit over the course of the season. Drifter is going to toss you the keys to your personal catch. Then you're just going to set out into the stars and do cool pirate stuff.
So excited.
This season, we have multiple brand new activities coming that will really give you a sense of being on a pirate adventure. One of the mainstays of this season is a new 6-player offensive called Catch Crash.
When I saw the concept for the catch with the big mainsails on it, I just said, oh my god, this is gonna be a fun season.
Just like seeing Catch Crash through the different iterations, like fighting on the deck of the ship.
You get to become your own ammunition and launch yourself from a cannon to the other ship, and you are the weapon, so you're gonna go mess them up.
The second big activity we have coming this season is called Expedition. You're going to be guiding a massive drill that's looking for this buried, hidden pirate treasure, and you're going to have to be fending off of all these pirate crews trying to protect their hoards. And then our final new activity coming this season is what we're calling Pirate Hideouts.
We have so many like different little maps that you can piece together fragments of this season, and they lead you to the lair of the Pirate Lord, right? Their hideout.
These are their caves where they're hoarding all of their amazing treasures and their mysterious relics.
These relics are mysterious objects of dark power, and they're all over the system. We don't know exactly what it is they do yet, but if Aramis is trying to collect them, it's nothing good.
Taking the opportunity to line the ARC 3.0 update with the Fallen, it just ended up working out perfectly because you got all the simple ARC weaponry and the ARC shielded captains. It feels right with that release, almost like we planned it.
ARC is a damage type that's about proximity, right? It's about going fast up into your enemy spaces and like deleting them. It's the damage type for people that want to hold W. You don't want to retreat.
Unbridled aggression to the max.
Hunter is really about close range action, being fluid and dynamic and agile, evasive. So we're going to give Arc Hunter a new super. We call it Gathering Storm, where you summon your Arc Staff, like twirl it above your head, and then launch it out, and then it will embed into the ground or into like bosses or mini bosses or champions and jolt them. Like a big lightning strike will strike the staff and overcharge it. And while that staff is overcharged, it'll start Tesla coiling little lightning bolts out at nearby enemies.
Yes. That's sick.
Warlock is kind of this elemental conduit. You are a class that will turn yourself into lightning. You will create things out of lightning. Previously, we had this exotic armor piece called Getaway Artist, where you consume your grenade and it'll make a what we call a sentient arc soul that fires faster and does more damage as a result. So we decided to roll that into base Arc Soul behavior. Anytime you are amplified, any Arc Soul you have from any source will become the supercharged version that will fire off just rapid fire bolts.
That sounds awesome. Love it.
Titan's about being this unstoppable freight train. It's about this constant movement. So we gave Titans a new movement option, something that we felt like is going to be competitive in this new environment of air dodges and air slams. That's a new ability called Thruster. And it's all in first person. It's all very much in the heat of the moment. You see it happen. Its whole property is like rush down or get away.
Yeah.
It's a movement tool to the max.
Yeah, exactly what I was
There's
thinking.
a melee ability called Thunderclap, which is like an amazing thing where he like charges his fist all super
Gonna be
flashy.
annoying
It's our
as
first
shit.
ever charge melee. So you hold down the button, and as that cocks back and charges up, you'll end up doing more damage and getting a little bit more range.
I wonder if they put in
And
invincibility
speaking of
on
like
it,
the
or is it
whole
just the
goal of
dash?
deleting things, I believe in PvP a full charge is a one-shot kill.
It is, oh yeah.
It's a little skillful to like pull off because you're gonna have to really read your opponent here. The whole through line with Arc is like, it really isn't that complicated. It's move fast, hit hard, and stay alive.
What I'm most excited about in the Season of Plunder is that this is really a season that has a sense of adventure. You're exploring the system, you're looking for pirate treasure, pirate relics. You're seeing the world evolve in a way we haven't done before.
I love that with the activities in the season, like we just leaned really hard into the pirate fancies. I love that we have your own catch. I love that you're tracking down buried treasure and then going after the pirate leaders in their caves.
The interesting thing about Destiny is we're not just a fantasy game or a sci-fi game, we're kind of a blend of both. We take inspiration when we say pirates, it's old world pirates that you would see traditionally back in the 17 and 1800s. We have like a flintlock pistol, we have an exotic fusion rifle that plays different than fusion rifles you've ever seen before.
It's just like end to end, just really leaning into that spirit of like the pirate adventure. And let's also make it so that new players coming in can actually jump in and get
Like
started.
that
The gift of the Thunder Gods is a starter kit. It's a set of armor, it's a Thunderlord exotic weapon.
The Birdman rub.
So jump
Yep,
in,
that's
join
exactly
your
what
friends,
it is.
set
That's
sail,
exactly
become a
what it
captain, and
is.
build your crew today in Destiny.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's go, baby. King Fall.
Said this was Destiny 1.
Biggest expansion here. This was third, but like their rate actually came out. This is God. Pirates. God.
Damn.
Fuck, man, that was
Wow.
such a good movie. I love that fight.
That's sick.
Man, it is so awesome seeing King's Fall return to Destiny.
Yeah, actually, King's Fall was the first thing I got to work on at Bungie. And I'm thrilled that a whole new generation of Guardians will get to experience this refreshed and
talking about?
reloaded
Dragons
showdown
watch
with the
list?
Taken King.
So, we've shown you Lightfall. We've shown you the new damage type, Strand. We've shown you some of the deeper changes to the game that we're going to be making throughout the next year. But we have one more thing that we are excited to announce today.
Destiny is coming to the Epic Game Store today.
Oh, dope.
Epic has been an absolutely fabulous
Fortnite.
partner to work
Oh, yeah,
with.
'cause they are
They
partnering with
love
Fortnite.
Destiny. And we are just huge fans of what they've been doing
Epic
in the
loves
social
everything.
game space. When we first started working with Epic,
Yeah.
we sat down and
Dragon Ball
talked about the
Z,
impact
Naruto,
their games had
Kratos,
on
Master
us.
Chief.
And they had a bunch of the same stories for us.
They shared stories about playing the Vault of Glass and how much they enjoy the social experiences in Destiny. And I got to talk about the summer of Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 5, when my whole family was laser focused, taking turns in the island to unlock Drift.
In addition to launching all
Yeah,
of
his
Destiny
family
2
plays
on the
Destiny,
Epic Game
that's
Store today, for the next week, if you download the game on Epic, we will give you the 30th anniversary for free.
Oh shit, let me download
If
this.
you haven't earned your Galahorn yet, or you haven't played the Grasp Dungeon, come to the Epic Game Store and you can jump in for free.
We want to welcome all these new Guardians with a celebration, one that stretches a little further than the last city.
Fortnite, baby. I was not expecting Fall Guys at all. Yeah. Fall Guys, baby. So the 30th anniversary, that was like the last one with the horse, right? The trials? The trials.
A few years ago, we shared our plans for the Light and Darkness saga.
And I didn't buy it, so that
This
means I
journey,
can get it right now.
years
for
in
free.
the making, is coming to an end.
Dope.
Since we started charting our own course, we've been building this story. Across 5 years of expansions, since the first pyramid ship emerged in Shadowkeep and we first spoke to the darkness. Then, across Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and coming up in Lightfall in the final shape, we're building towards a climactic collision between the powers of light and dark.
We've also been working on the Destiny engine behind the scenes, preparing our technology and our game to last for many, many years to come. Because Destiny 2 is not going anywhere,
Oh, there's your answer,
and
Mike.
neither are your expansions. We want this story, since we first communed with the darkness on the moon, to be fully playable, start to finish. And we're happy to announce today that we are not planning to sunset any more expansions.
What?
We want the Destiny
What does that
universe
mean?
to grow,
sunset
and we're going to continue to
Just
do
say it after
everything
and
that we
see.
can behind the scenes to keep that possible within our game engine.
But enough about the distant future. Let's talk about today, the best day all year to jump into Destiny.
Yes, because if you're looking to catch up, right now, all
Ooh.
expansions are free to play for this entire week on every platform for everyone.
Right now, Season of Plunder is live, and the Helm's got a set of supercharged art gear for anyone looking to catch up on the fun.
Destiny is live on the Epic Game Store. You can download it for free, and you can get the 30th anniversary pack as your welcome gift.
And if you liked what you saw about the future, right now, pre-orders for Lightfall are live on all platforms. And anyone who purchases the annual pass gets the exotic auto rifle Quicksilver Storm today.
Today is a perfect day to play Destiny.
I bet
So
all
we'll
the
see
big
you in game.
YouTubers are like, oh shit, let me.
So sunsetting.
Alright, so sunsetting, basically they've been doing this for a while where they get rid of old content to make room for new content supposedly for space.
So now everything's gonna stay. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
I've read about them.
No more vaulting.
What is the human word?
Pirates.
Alright, so you guys ready to play some Destiny 2? I'm not gonna lie, he said all expansion. Oh shit, this is perfect opportunity. Everywhere for a week, but I wonder if I can. Does Destiny 2 have like their own, like if you log in the Bungie.net? Like, will my PlayStation? Will I get the stuff on my PlayStation account if I log in to
Like
that?
bigger expansion, I think they don't share
So no, like the Epic, they said I'll get the 30th anniversary,
yeah, so you'll have it on the Epic Game Store.
but not on my
but
PlayStation.
I don't think on your PlayStation. I don't think so.
Well, we're back on. Well, that was cool, guys. I would say, like, actually, let me see if I can get on so I can rewind. I would say that fucking. I was most impressed with the look of the new place. It definitely feels different, way different than anything they've done before. It was funny. I saw that kind of wallpaper, the colorful one, like yesterday. It had leaked, I guess, but I saw it and I was like, this is not. I was like, this is like a fan edit, you know, because it was too colorful. Like,
It gave me a lot of like, you know, like that whole like Miami Vice, like what is it, vaporwave kind of like feel.
mm-hmm.
You know, like with those like just with that color, like, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the first city that we're seeing live, like that's alive,
Yeah.
that feels alive, because everywhere else is literally ruins and fallen giant towers. You know, we're like literally going through the rubble, and this one like the cloud. What were they? The Cloud Striders.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much they'll be. I mean, even just the fact that it's a Cabal like inhabited city is crazy, because we haven't
It'd be
seen
cool to
anything.
see them like fighting in the streets. That'd be dope.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the
I mean,
NPCs all just fighting all the time.
yeah, because we see that all the time. You know, we see like enemies fighting against each other. Like there's even like events in game that happen when they like go after each other. But we've never had like, it's always been in ruins. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep saying that. It's just been in ruins, or like the liveliest place we've seen is fucking Hive burial grounds. You know.
Well, because you know what I was thinking too was the beginning of Destiny 2, where like you actually see civilians, and that's like the only time that I remember ever seeing civilians or anything like that, and it had such a different feel to it.
Yeah.
You know, that was just a set piece though. You know, it wasn't like at every moment it was some sort of set piece.
Yeah.
So like I wonder here, it felt like maybe it'd be more like you could walk around and there actually be people around.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I'd like to see.
Because I will say Destiny 2 from Destiny 1 did that, where they brought in NPCs that felt like normal, like people almost just trying to survive.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, the tower is just people trying to survive, but it's like very militaristic. You know, these people are ready to. These people are fighting.
Mhm.
You know, for everyone. Whereas when we got into Destiny 2, we saw like these people that aren't guardians. They're just regular. Like we didn't see that before. We didn't see regular guardian people before.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have the same, infinite respawn that a guardian has. You know.
They're real soldiers.
They're basically they're actual civilians that are like just trying to survive.
Yeah, it would be a whole different feel. But then like when they actually showed the gameplay, it was like, okay, it looks the same. Yeah, it's Destiny. It's still Destiny.
Some of the greatest first-person shooting I've ever played. So I can't complain there.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that looked awesome, guys. It was cool seeing it together. Hope you guys enjoyed the watch party. Anytime there's some sort of like conference or thing like that, we'll definitely be watching just to have a watch party and more so discuss it afterwards. But yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm Mike. It's Mystery. And Javi is not on camera, but you hear he's the one who's whispering.
A little bit.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.